U.S. President Donald Trump continues his efforts to end the war in Ukraine. That is why he will personally talk to the Russian criminal. The talks are scheduled to take place this Friday in Alaska. What seemed impossible is now becoming a reality, and maybe the beginning of the end of the bloody conflict in Ukraine.
I think it's that one is, as you know, we've been working on a lot of these deals. We've closed every single one of them all throughout the world, and that's the last of them.
The U.S. president announced more information about his meeting with Putin shortly afterwards on social media. The highly anticipated meeting between myself as President of the United States of America and President Vladimir Putin of Russia will take place next Friday, August 15th, 2025, in the great state of Alaska. Further details to follow. Thank you for your attention to this matter. The Russian side has also confirmed the time and place, adding that the U.S. president has also received an invitation to visit Russia. The talks are expected to focus primarily on the war in Ukraine and serve as a prelude to a meeting with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. The latter has already warned that he will not agree to any territorial concessions. The answer to the Ukrainian territorial issue is already in the constitution of Ukraine. No one will deviate from it, and no one will be able to do so. Ukrainians will not give their land to the occupier. The meeting in Alaska also has its symbolism. These are territories purchased by the U.S. from Russia in 1867. Alaska is the largest state in terms of area, and at the same time, the least populated due to its climate. It borders Canada to the east and Russia to the west, across the Bering Strait. Putin therefore agreed not only to a meeting in the United States, but also in a territory that his country lost, and which later became a symbol of American strength and determination.
I've always said this, that I think for the deal, if there's going to be a deal to end this war, it'll have to require the president to come in at the end and close on it, as I've seen him do numerous times now on trade deals as an example. So we got to get close enough to that point so that a meeting like that will be productive and worth doing.
President Donald Trump has already met with Putin, but during his first term, as did other U.S. presidents, such as George W. Bush, Barack Obama, and Joe Biden. Even before the Trump-Putin meeting, a meeting is to take place in London between representatives of Ukraine and other allies from Europe and the United States, which is to help develop a common position before the talks. If an agreement is reached in Alaska, the next step would be a meeting between Trump, Putin, and Zelensky to discuss the details of ending the war, but this still seems a distant prospect.